Hey guys, I'm Josh Young with Avid After School Sessions, and I've had a lot of questions about what my setup is. So I'm going to do a little short video and just kind of go through it real quick and let you know what I'm using and a little bit about why. First off, I'm using the Nitrous DX. It has all the components on the back for me to be able to output in pretty much any format that I want. I also use just a various amount of hard drives. I don't have any central hard drive system or anything like that. The other cool thing that I use is called a central station. It's made by Personas. And what's really cool and a little bit different about my setup is that I decided to get rid of the 16-channel mixing board, which is pretty standard. Mackie makes a 1604, and that ends up being pretty standard in pretty much every edit bay. But for the most part, I'm using the central station, and I bypassed all the analog aspects of it, and I'm going digitally out from Avid into the Persona central station. The central station has a couple of different inputs, so I can set up my output from my Avid as a digital. I also have a TRS input, so I can go out of my computer. So if I ever want to hear things that are playing on the computer, I'm able to do that and check my work there. And then there's also another input that I can use for my laptop. So if I pretty much bounce between my laptop, the Avid computer, and the Avid itself, and I'm always able to just hear what's going on. The other really cool thing about the central station is you can have two different speaker setups. So right now I use the Dynaudio BM5As, and then I also have a subwoofer from Blue Sky that I use occasionally if I really want to hear something. If I'm doing something with a lot of sound effects and I really want to hear the impact of it. One of the most important things for your whole setup is I have an APC, which is a backup battery system. And the trick to this is to plug in your main monitor and plug in your hard drives and your computer into this system to make sure whenever you lose the power, this is going to give you at least a few minutes of backup power so you have enough time to save your project and shut the computer down yourself. That is very, very important. As for a keyboard, for my keyboard, I typically like to use the Magali keyboard because it has all the raised keys and I like to feel what's going on. That way I can move faster. A lot of these slimline keyboards just don't work as well for me, and you really have to kind of know what's going on. And to me, it just takes a little bit longer. And then as far as a mouse, I'll just bounce back between a trackball and a regular mouse. And that way, wherever I go and what anybody ends up giving to me, I can use it and be efficient with it. So I practice with both of them all the time. Well, if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Facebook at Atrium Music, and I'd love to hear what kind of setups you guys have. I'll talk to you soon.